I am pleased to have you return to my Coin Lady channel. Now, let's get into XRP. There are a couple more things happening that we will also discuss. It was Mr. Man who first gave me this. According to BIS head Cecilia Skinsley, the private sector is responsible for delivering regulated stable coinage, which should be prioritized. Imagine if USDC, Circular, and CBDCs show up as public funds in the future. CBDCs will not be usable for clearing and settlement until T+0 is reached. Currently, only China has achieved T+0, and India will adopt it later this year. Regulations for private money to use a stable coin will arrive on January 1, 2025, as per the best estimates. They won't be able to come out before the charter if they try. Remember what she mentioned about not being able to use CBDC until T+0 is achieved? Once rules arise, that's when Ripple's new stable coin, R, L, U, S, and D, may be seen. Now the Federal Reserve has set the precedent up for a digital dollar. The Federal Reserve System is now fully digital and operated in real time. So, they're currently discussing how a digital dollar would be the best medium to trade tokenized cash, which would be a fantastic complement to this system. Even if the Federal Reserve has real-time settlement and wants to tokenize all bank deposits, FedNow isn't even close to reaching its full potential just yet. Later this year, they still anticipate a large amount of uptake. We are actively working towards a digital dollar, as I have been mentioning to you. What they're going to call it will be different from a CBDC. A real CBDC card featuring dynamic QR codes has been unveiled by China's central bank. China continues to advance at a rapid pace. Whenever the topic of tokenizing deposits at the Bank of Korea comes up, an agreement is signed with regulators for the CBDC tokenized deposit experiments. This is because to the fact that the United States has been preparing for a CBDC in the near future. However, many have ignored it since tokenization and CBDC are merging, despite the fact that they were formerly divided. What I've been watching for is how they will complement one another. Project Guardian is proud to have the German central bank as a partner in CBDC development in Germany. Project Guardian, a project that has previously included QNT and Ripple, is currently involved with central bank. This endeavor is determining the future of digital currencies in Europe that are issued by central banks. The white papers made reference to them. Yet, CBDCs show no signs of stopping down. Many are under the impression that the CBDC would no longer be held because of Trump. If they are moving towards the digital age, you must consider the rest of their world. The United States can't turn around and proceed in the opposite way. According to a Treasury report, the U.S. Treasury Department is worried about the expansion of the stablecoin market and thinks privately issued stablecoins should be replaced by state-backed CBDC. Despite the CFTC's claims about how far behind the U.S. is in crypto regulations, I believe the U.S. Treasury dollar is still on the horizon. Although many believe it will be USDC or RL, USD, I believe it will eventually become the US CBDC. The term tether is even used frequently throughout the text. The reason behind this is that Tether is now holding the US debt. But it seems that BlackRock is planning to oust Tether from that position. The United States will let Tether to fail if that occurs, because it will no longer be necessary for them. Elon Musk has said that he believes Bitcoin will get widespread popularity. March 13, 2021, was the date of acceptance in the financial sector. Due to carbon energy use, Elon Musk announces in 2021 that Tesla would no longer accept Bitcoin for vehicle purchases. Ever since then, he has brought up the topic of Bitcoin's energy use on several occasions. Bitcoin is completely unpopular with him. Reminder, Elon Musk liquidated 75% of Tesla's Bitcoin holdings at $30,000, nice thing. Let's run it back up to speed. For one quarter, they were able to trim their losses. Since Elon Musk does not see Bitcoin as the future of energy consumption, I predict that Tesla will dump whatever Bitcoin it has on hand during this run. Simply put, he does not enjoy Elon Musk has joined President Trump and President Zelensky of Ukraine on a call that is soon to end. The conflict in Ukraine is nearing its conclusion. But now you can see how Elon is giving Trump advice. Now everyone is speculating that the United States might hold Bitcoin as a reserve asset. Even though Elon is bringing up Bitcoin's energy use with Trump, I still don't see it being a reserve asset. I wonder what they're planning to purchase. Adding additional Federal Reserve printed money to Bitcoin, just as the Fed has been doing over the past few years. This is why inflation is currently unchecked and will soon rise even farther. Elon Musk's net worth reaches $300 billion. Do you understand why Bitcoin is of little concern to Elon? Do you know why Bitcoin isn't important to Trump? Because under the current system, they were able to make a tidy profit. Find someone with a ton of cash on hand and strike up a conversation with them. They have no interest in a computerized system. They intend for the current financial structure to remain in place. Considering they succeeded. Thanks to the current system, they became quite wealthy. That's why I kept saying that Trump is a fan of the US dollar. Elon Musk is a fan of the US dollar as well. The company has a large supply of them and will follow whatever strategy helps the currency strengthen. I believe that's the XRP token. As you may be aware, XRP offers banks instantaneous liquidity. Tomorrow, XRP would resolve any liquidity situation that may arise. Plus, the US dollar isn't XRP's main rival. The US dollar is complemented by it, if anything. If Elon Musk's prediction is correct, X would account for 50% of the world's financial system. Keep in mind that X also holds numerous money transmitter licenses in the US. There are a plethora of money transmitter licenses in the US, much like with Ripple. X and Ripple will merge eventually, in my opinion. Assuming we finally get crypto rules, I believe it will happen. A lot of things will shift because of it, in my opinion. Suddenly, we will learn about Elon Musk's extensive connections to Ripple. A lot of the same people are involved, and it goes back years. They complement each other, and I see X and Ripple collaborating as the way ahead. You have seen the ties before, but I won't say anything just now. Tether Treasury mints 1 billion USDT. For how much longer will this persist? You may recall hearing Brad Sherman claim that the United States prints money just because they are the government. For what reason are they letting Tether generate Tether at will? That's because Tether will continue to be impacted by the maturing US debt. In real life, USD will also play a significant part, however, this won't be the case for much longer since, as nation after country enacts legislation for stable coins, USDT will be regulated out. Plus, Bitcoin will be lost when Tether fails. During this current run, it will not happen. This run will be resolved, in my opinion. Before we know it, this is Bitcoin's final run, and it will end with a blow off top. The institutional investors at BlackRock will smooth out Bitcoin's volatility since that's what they prefer. Institutions will start to distance themselves from Bitcoin if its price is too volatile. Thus they prefer things to be set around 10% changes every 5 or 10 days. In order to limit the number of terms that lawmakers can serve, Donald Trump plans to propose a constitutional amendment. This ought to have transpired quite some time ago. I mean, some members of Congress have been there for more than half a century straight. It is about time for a change in Congress. Many incumbents have been wealthy for decades by rigging the system to their advantage. I'm referring to ultra-wealthy people. Their starting capital was 2 cents, and they're leaving Congress with multimillionaires. The American people are not being served by them. I believe it is critical that there be a steady influx of new candidates into and out of Congress. By doing so, we attract bright individuals who are eager to serve the American people and have excellent ideas. Improving America's standing is their goal. Seeing my video is an honor. When you're done, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think.